Starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And a changeup right down the middle. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Bonifacio, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a second-year big leaguer. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just 1 lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Royals. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings. Digging in, Russell Martin, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Bonifacio is under this one, and very quickly 1 gone.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman, Devin Travis.
Digging in once again, Devin Travis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Orlando's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
At the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hamill sets. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gordon is there. And that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They lead it 1-0. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away.
First baseman, Michael.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. King, a 25-year-old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Morales comes up with it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The right fielder, number 16.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in. Paulo Orlando, a couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Swing and a miss on the sinker. 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, Josh Donaldson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent out to straightaway center field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Randall Grichuk will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, but it bends just foul into the second deck. 0-2, here it is. Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bonifacio falls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, but they're on top 1-0. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off well.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped high in the air. Tulowitzki is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Salvador Perez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. High in the air into shallow left center. Tulowitzki has a play, and that retires the side. KC down in order. They're on the short end of a... Here's Steve Pearce now. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Left fielder, Steve Pearce.
First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. And this is fouled at the plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Gordon is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Troy Tulowitzki.
Ready for another shot now. Troy Tulowitzki. Here comes the first pitch. There for it, Escobar. On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here, 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Kendry Morales.
Coming to the plate now, Kendrys Morales. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Perez moving to his left, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Jorge Soler, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Standing in, Jorge Bonifacio, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses inside, it's even at 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. Here he comes again, 1-2. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Pierce is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Royals go down 1-2-3. Kevin McCarthy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 61.
Russell Martin now. His line includes a single and a fly ball and 2 at-bats thus far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Gordon. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot for Russell Martin. 8th home run on the season for him as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
I know one thing, with this homer, it might make the decision to send the starter back out there a little easier for the manager. You've got some wiggle room now, and he's been pitching well. So I expect they'll be having that conversation in the dugout. You know he wants to go back out there.
In the air to left. Escobar over to his right. 1 away. So his day is fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Kansas City starter. He was great all night long. First pitch on its way. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Josh Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. High in the air out to center field. Giving chase is Bonifacio. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. Last chance coming up for the Royals. It's now 2-0 Toronto. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city. First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And he fouls this one off.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul. Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So this home crowd likely to give him a standing O as he departs with the shutout in check, and a nice tip of the cap there to acknowledge a job well done. John Axford will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. On the ground to the left side. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
Hey, you know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
Gordon gets his lead at first, nobody out. Struck him out.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Chopped weakly to the left. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. 1-2, the counts of the Royals shortstop. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bounce it to the left side. He's got it. And he's safe.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second. And guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count.
And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. So here's the cleanup hitter, Salvador Perez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Now batting, designated hitter.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Struck him out. So a great job of working out of certain danger as he strands the possible tying and winning runs on base. And the ball game is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Toronto Blue Jays